As for the divisions of the gatekeepers of the Korahites, of the Meshelemiah son of Kore, of the sons of Asaph, Meshelemiah had sons: Zechariah the firstborn, Jediel the second, Zebediah the third, Jethaniel the fourth, Elam the fifth, Johanan the sixth, Elihonai the seventh. Obed-Edom had sons: Shemaiah had the firstborn, Johazabad the second, Joah the third, Sakar the fourth, Nathaniel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh, Pulethai the eighth. For God blessed him. Also to his son Shemaiah son were born who exercised authority in their ancestral houses, for they were men of great ability. The sons of Shemaiah: Othni, Raphael, Obed, and Izabad, whose brothers were able men, Elihu and Semachiah. All these sons of Obed-Edom, with their sons and brothers, were able men qualified for the service. 62 of Obed-Edom, Meshelemiah had sons and brothers, able men. 18, Hosea of the sons of Medadi had sons. Shimri the chief, for though he was not the firstborn, his father made him chief. Hilkiah the second, Tibaliah the third, Zechariah the fourth. All the sons and brothers of Hosea totaled 13. These divisions of the gatekeepers, corresponding to their leaders, had duties just as their kindred did, ministering in the house of the Lord, and they cast lots by ancestral houses, small and great alike. For their gates, the lot for the cast fell to Shelemiah. They cast lots also for his son Zechariah, a prudent counselor, and his lot came out for the north. Obed-Edom's came out for the south, and to his sons were allotted the storehouse. For Shippum and Hosea it came out for the west at the gate of Shelecheth on the ascending road. Guard corresponded to guard. On the east there were 6 Levites each day. On the north 4 each day. On the south 4 each day, as well as 2, and 2 at the storehouse. And for the colonnade on the west there were 4 at the road and 2 at the colonnade. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers among the Korahites and the sons of Medadi. And of the Levites, Ahijah had charge of the treasuries of the house of God, and the treasuries of the dedicated gifts. The sons of Laden, the sons of the Gershonites, belonging to Laden, the heads of families belonging to Laden the Gershonite, Jehili. The sons of Jehili, Zatham and his brother Joel, were in charge of the treasuries of the house of the Lord. Of the Amramites, of the Israelites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites, Shebuel, son of the Gershom, son of Moses, were chief officer in charge of the treasuries. His brothers from Eleazar were his son Rehabiah, his son Jeshia, his son Joram, his son Zikri, and his son Shelomoth. This Shelomoth and his brothers were in the charge of all the treasuries of the dedicated gifts that King David and the heads of families and the officers of the thousands and the hundreds and the commanders of the army had dedicated. From booty won in battles they dedicated gifts for the maintenance of the house of the Lord. Also all that Samuel the seer and Saul son of Kish and Abner son of Ner and Joab son of Zuriah had dedicated. All dedicated gifts were in the care of Shelomoth and his brothers. Of the Israelites and the Chenaniah and his sons were appointed to outside duties for Israel, as officers and judges. Of the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brothers, 1,700 men of ability, had the oversight of Israel, west of the Jordan, for all the work of the Lord, and for the service of the king. Of the Hebronites, Jerijah was chief of the Hebronites. In the 40th year of David's reign, search was made of whatever genealogy or family, and men of great ability among them were found at Jezer in Gilead. King David appointed him and his brothers 2,700 men of ability, heads of families, to have the oversight of the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of the Manassites, for everything pertaining to God, and for the affairs of the king.